In recent years, more and more iai and Kenjutsu Ryuha schools introduce themselves saying, "We are a combat-oriented style" during demonstrations and events. But honestly, isn't that like a restaurant saying that our food is edible? It feels a bit strange, doesn't it? That's because if something isn't practical for real combat, can we really call it Budo in the first place? So why do more schools feel the need to introduce themselves this way? It's because people often criticize Japanese martial arts as not practical without ever trying them and without knowing what the training is really about. But I can say this with confidence. At least the Ryuha style that I train in, Asayama Iendu, which has over 400 years of history, is practical. However, it is probably different from the practical that many Budo haters are imagining. And there are two big reasons why. First, since Kobudo is part of traditional Japanese culture, it also has a mission to pass down the customs and ways of the past. Even if something seems unnecessary by today's standards, if it had real purpose back then, we continue to preserve it because that's part of what Kobudo is. Second, training for real combat doesn't always mean copying real combat exactly. For example, in Asayama Iendu, we are often told to move more than we think is necessary, to exaggerate our movements big and clear. Why? Because in real combat, anyone would naturally tense up. Your movements will get smaller whether you like it or not. So by practicing at 150%, we're aiming to move at 100% when it truly matters. All dojos and Ryuha styles have their unique perspectives. They teach based on tradition, on logic, and experience. And you can't really judge their value just by looking at the surface. So to those of you out there who take Budo seriously like I do, don't waste your time worrying about comments from people who have never trained or made the same effort as you. Instead, let's enjoy our training today with pride. This isn't just about Budo either. In sports, dance, and music, there's so many things that may look pointless at first, but are actually full of value. What kind of training or practice has been true for in your experience? Please share in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories.